Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Moon will make its move in its own house on the evening of 20th of September as per Indian Standard Time. Moon is mind, Moon is emotions. Moon is basically how you perceive the reality, and how you perceive is how you define reality. So your definition of your existence is always through the moon, always through your mind. And therefore, moon transits are in fact one of the most important planet and most important transit to be tracked and to be understood, because it is going to affect you each and every day on a very subtle basis, on a basis which will impact your emotions, and therefore it will control your reactions. Till the early hours of 23rd of September, moon will be in the zodiac sign of Cancer. Cancer is moon's own zodiac sign, and it is a zodiac sign that rules the natural fourth house. So it rules the compassion, the heart, the love. It is the definition of care. It is the definition of your home, the comfort, the good night's sleep, your property, your assets. And all this gets amplified and gets the amrit, the benefits of the moon, when it moves in the sign of Kark Rashi, Cancer zodiac sign. Now, there can be one argument that when moon is in Cancer, look at what is happening in the Kendra Bhava 1, 4, 7 and 10. Fourth house will have Ketu, seventh will have Saturn, therefore Saturn will be aspecting the moon. 10th will have Rahu, that too in Bharani Nakshatra. So yes, the Kendra gets negative energies, dark forces, so you might feel threatened, especially in your career, in your mundane activity. There can be some tension between business partners. You may find it difficult to manage your team. You may find it challenging to lead your work. Your career environment can become slightly political, slightly toxic. But why is this moon transit not that negative? What is so special about this moon transit? This moon is getting aspected by a retrograde Jupiter 9th. So one who will deeply dive into their dharma, that is what they're supposed to do at that point, will see the proper guidance and will always find a way out in spite of all the challenges mind is in. So mind, while in the bubble of challenges, will find a way out. Now that is very good, because one who expects life without challenges is like a ship who does not want to sail in the ocean. Now what's the point then? So it is good to have challenges with solutions and help. So this Jupiter will provide all the help to the moon. And remember, Jupiterian aspect on Cancer is the aspect of exaltation. So this is always a positive time. Yes, Saturn is also aspecting this moon, which may rattle the mind a bit, which may make you more sensitive towards criticism. But if you take each and every moment as a moment of learning, Jupiter in the 9th house will guide you what is your true dharma. Visiting a temple, doing seva, feeding the poor, helping people in need, knowing what you're supposed to do, and maybe you are doing what you don't want to do, but if that is what you're supposed to do, you should do. A child may hate mathematics, but if he's supposed to learn the subject because he has an examination tomorrow, he has to do. That is good for him, that is good for her. You have a task right in front, you don't want to do that. But if that is what you're supposed to do, then do it. That is the message Jupiter will give to the moon and to the mind. Yes, the reality may alter a bit. You may hope that the situation could have been better. You may imagine yourself in a different situation and wish that, wish you were there in that situation. But now you see the reality. So it's more about facing the reality, bracing the impact, and then steering your way out. Will everybody be able to do? Well, most of you will be able to do. But in certain cases, where you are born with highly afflicted moon, say Saturn, Rahu, Ketu energy is affecting the moon in a great way. You are in moon Mahadasha, Ketu Antardasha, moon Mahadasha, Rahu Antardasha, or you are feeling the anxiety, still it will be not that bad for you, but you need to take care. You may have these emotions pending in, trying to vent out from your heart. So you need to find somebody to talk, because this is the time of guidance. Take that guidance. Maybe you are being forced to take the help of somebody you never wanted to help. Maybe you had this internal challenge that you will never go to that person, but now you have to, because this is a help, because the situation is making you do so. This is how planets will tell you that anybody can be important in this world, and we are nobody. We are just a story in this great matrix, and our duty is to follow the track given to us, plus focusing our aim towards moksha one step at a time. Does not matter at which path of life you are in. Now, there are a couple of more factors. If you observe the position of Mars, Mars is 11th from this moon, and Mars is in the zodiac sign of exaltation of moon in the nakshatra of Rohini, which is the nakshatra of moon. So mind will be constantly powered by the Mars. You will always have this push, motivation to do something. So definitely you may be given some hope to move forward, but remember, this hope should not be carrot for the rabbit who is just running for the carrot but ends up getting nothing. So this is where you will have to see that are you following the right track? What are you aiming for? Your aims and your ambitions may be recalibrated in a very small sense during this moon transit. You have to observe this very carefully, because this is not going to be a very dominant effect. It is a very, very small and minute change which you have to observe. Maybe there is a slight expectation change, slight emotional change. Your response slightly changes, and that slight change will create an astronomical gap, say 6 months later or a year later. Every moon transit is important. It is defining our move, our life. Now, if you observe third from the moon, you have Sun and Buddha, retro combust Mercury. Now, there is a problem. With Mercury getting combust, now you don't have the vision of Mercury. The consciousness is not there. So you might not be aware of your action and any reaction out of ego, out of power, out of lust, out of greed. Saturn is ready to punish you. Third house Sun can make you believe that you are the king, and 11th Mars can make you believe that you deserve, and Kendra negative planets can make you believe that you are a victim. And if you ignore Jupiter's message, you will fall into the trap, and then it will become your karma, and you will be the one who will be facing the wrath of that. So for these next 2 days, you just observe what is the right way to do something, not that how you want to do something. There can be fight between brothers related to inheritance or property. Be careful on that part. Also, you can have this argument with your father-in-law, with your boss, supervisors. Your message may be misinterpreted, or you may get a message from them. So if there is a harsh word that you hear from them, be very careful how you reply. Also, this is a great time for people who want to travel abroad, who want to bring a major change in their career, who wants to start something different. If you really want to do something path-breaking, you can plan. I'm not saying that you will take an action, but you can plan. At least that idea may pop up in your mind during this moon transit. This moon transit is exceptionally important because this is the mind which is dealing with 5 retrogrades. First of all 3 planets present in the Kendra are retro. Rahu, Ketu are permanently retro, and Saturn, which aspects the moon, is also retro. Moon is experiencing a retrograde Jupiter aspect. And then you have to observe that this is going to be a transit where your mind will try to find a way out of the box. So out of the box solutions can be made possible during this time. Just that drink plenty of water, take care of your health, especially your emotional health, and in case of need, talk to your friend and your family members, and don't just decide on your own. Assumptions will be the worst way to lead your life during this time. Chant Shri Krishna mantra, Shri Krishnam Sharanam Mama, or just Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. By chanting Krishna mantra and listening to the flute music, you will be able to synchronize your mind with the cosmos, and this in becoming in sync is what is your purpose and dharma during this moon transit. Just that don't create a fight between you and your loved ones because something has hurt you. You must have this power to tolerate. So tolerance level has to be increased. I'm not saying that you have to suffer, but to a certain extent, tolerance has to be increased. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this message brings you peace, happiness, and luck in your life. We'll meet you in the next video. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. For consultations, you can drop me an email. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, this is your host Puneet. Namaste.